Hi. So I've read the various questions that you guys have asked me, and what I've done is I've written them down in two sheets of paper. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to simultaneously read these questions and answer them at the same time. So the first question is, tell us something about yourself. My name is Bharat Shetty. I am 21 years of age. I am from India, and I am currently pursuing Bachelor's in Business Administration in St. Aloysius College in Mangalore. And Mangalore is a really tiny city that is located in southern India. Now, when it comes to my hobbies, I love sports. I love to play cricket, I love to play basketball, football. But nowadays, I'm just not having the time to play them, or maybe I just don't try to give time. I don't know. I love to read. I love to read anything actually. I love reading books. I love reading newspapers, magazines, articles, anything that feeds me with information about anything. I also love to watch movies. I am a huge movie buff. And when it comes to the more professional point of my hobbies, I have actively and am still actively performing and participating in various cultural and business fests that are held throughout the nation. I've also organized various cultural and business festivals within the college for the students throughout the nation. And by these cultural and business fests, I mean there are certain events in these fests, such as human resource competitions, that is the best human resource manager, best marketing manager, best entrepreneur. So these are the various different events to just give you an information or a framework about what this actually means when I say business fest. So next, I'm going to say that I am also an avid participator in this social service program called Sahaya, and I've been participating in this since a year, and I am avidly and very actively participating in it by performing social service activities such as meeting children from orphanages, meeting disabled children, children with diseases such as AIDS, meeting old age people in old age homes, meeting and also conducting awareness programs and spreading awareness of various diseases that are spreading in our country to the rural areas especially. So this is another hobby for me because I've been so actively participating in it that right now I could actually call it a hobby. Now, the last but not least hobby of mine is I love to travel. Okay, so the second question is, why do you want to join this project in Romania? So, like I said earlier, I love to travel. I love to explore and discover various traditions, cultures, and heritage of various countries across the globe. Now, to be honest, my first option was to go to Greece. Yeah. But this was because mainly out of opinions from other people and because everyone told me that Greece is a beautiful place. But then one of my friends told me to check out Romania, and that's what I did. I started looking into the different cultures, into the culture, into the tradition and heritage of Romania, and that is when I fell in love with Romania. Now, there are many reasons to stand by this point as to why I love Romania and why I would love to go there. One is it has really unique culture, and this is because of it being the product of a historical evolution, and this actually it gets me hooked. I can't let this go, and I want to know more about Romania. And the second thing is Romania has one of the most beautiful architectures and one of the most beautiful landscapes I've ever seen. And the third is that Romanian people are said to be one of the most warm friendly and outgoing people in the world. So these are three genuinely honest and obvious reasons as to why I want to visit Romania. Now, when it comes to the project, as to what I'm doing, and the project is Discover Your Inner Teacher. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because one of the reasons is because I love kids, and I always had a sensitive part towards kids, and I would love to teach them. I would love to make them understand of the language that is English, which is so universal in the world and is so necessary for everyone to know this language. But it's not just English. It's not just that I want to teach them English. It's more than that. It's like I want to make them have that cross-cultural understanding among themselves, to understand how different cultures are, to understand us in general, and to create an impact, to make an impact on them, so that when we go, they're not going to forget us in a good way. So yeah, this is my answer for this question. And now the next question is international team. Imagine you have to work in an international team where you don't know each other. That is, where you don't know each other. What kind of problems or misunderstandings can come up, and how do you solve them? Okay, so basically over here there are not going to be much problems, but the main two problems that I will face is, one is the stereotypical thinking of each of us when it comes to each other, and the second is the difference in our cultures. So now coming to the first main point, that is main disadvantage, that is stereotypical thinking. Now basically each of these nations, they will have their own stereotypical viewpoint on how the other nations people are. And by this I mean, like, now I'm an Indian, and they might have this stereotypical view, thinking that all Indians nod their head and talk. So, or all Indians, I don't know, they're all veg, or they're all vegetarians, or things like that. I wouldn't want that to happen. I wouldn't want them to have such a stereotypical viewpoint on us. And to solve this, I'm going to make that change. I'm going to make them change their thinking about us. And no, of course we don't nod our head or move our head when we talk. See, I don't even know how to do that. So yeah, this is one thing, and this is one of the problems, and this is my solution to it. And now the second problem is the difference in cultures. Now when it comes to the difference in cultures, we all will have our own cultures, and that's very obvious. But then this can be conflicting to us, because we will have a difference in the food that we eat, the difference in the way we talk, there's a difference in our gestures, our actions, and somehow we might end up doing something that can be conflicting to the people of the other nation, like a gesture or an action, which we may think is not offensive, but it is actually offensive to the other person of another nation. So the solution to this is, once I get to know these people, once I know which nation they're from, I would like to do some research on their nation, on those people, and I would like to be careful and be sure that I don't do something that will be offensive to them, so that we'll have a really good relationship, and we'll be able to always keep in touch and stay close and be a happy family. So yeah, this is my answer to the third question. Now the fourth question. The fourth question is dealing with children. Now dealing with children, I love kids, so that is the thing. But then there's a sub question that says that, knowing that all kids don't speak English very well, even if they will be a Romanian volunteer to help you with the translation, how can you catch their attention? Okay, so This is a really valid question, and the thing is, basically, I am not going to straight away jump to just asking them certain things about English. I'm going to go very smoothly with asking them the basics and putting down certain points and making that be converted into the Romanian language, and by that I'm going to actually put a base in their heads. And then after I put a base in their heads, like ABCD, that type of a base, once I do that, I'm going to conduct certain activities, certain games. For example, I'm going to play a song, because music is said to be a very distinct and a very effective form of remembering things. Through music, people can remember things very easily compared to any other form of activity or session. So that is what I'm going to do. That is my plan so far, but I still haven't made a plan on this yet, because I won't actually go there and see what it is, see what I'm into, and then adapt accordingly to that. And once I adapt, I'll actually find solutions for that. So that is my answer for this question. Now the next question is, what problem along might appear if you will have what problem do you think might appear if you will have a global host? There's only one problem, and that is again the culture differences that I told you, and I will still be able to adapt to that, and I will end up enjoying that. So it's not going to end up being a big problem for me. It's just going to go smoothly over there. Next is, are you aware of our project fee and what it comes? Yes, I am aware. Then the next question is, are you aware that in case you are accepted, you will have to finish this process with AIESEC in your country in 72 hours? Yes, I am aware of that, and I know that I have to do this, and I will do it. Okay, so yeah, in the end I was a bit fast because I'm running out of time. So yeah, I have answered all the questions, and I hope that you guys have found the way I am interesting, and maybe you would want to have me in your project, in your opportunity, and I'm looking forward, and I really appreciate you watching this video, and thank you so much. I really mean it, and I'm looking forward to come to Romania.